But the American goalkeeper, his name just escaped my head a little bit. He's with him in Germany for the preseason tour. So we know Leno's time was up since last season initially. When we brought in Ramsdale and Leno was beginning to be was turned to a second choice, we knew his time was up because he wants to be first choice goalkeeper. We know to be part of the German national team, you have to be actively first choice for your club team. That's very important for you to make it into the German national team. Even though at the German national team level, he is not the number one. Manuel Neuer is the number one. But if he wants to be part of the World Cup squad for the German international team, he has to be playing actively. He has to be number one at his own club. But unfortunately, Asa cannot guarantee him this. He's not a bad goalkeeper. Let's get it straight. Ben Leno is not a bad goalkeeper. Unfortunately, these things happen in football. Most clubs, when they find a better option than what they have, they tend to go get it. As a big club for Arsenal, we want to get to the apex of. Hi guys, welcome to Guy with 3-4. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the notification bell on. Like I said, if you were new, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Stick a like on the video for the algorithm and turn notification bell so when I drop these videos, you are well alerted and you can watch them and enjoy them. And while watching the video, it doesn't take more than 2 seconds to stick a like on the video. What I'm discussing today, we're going to be discussing Lisandro Martinez. We're going to be discussing Ben Leno's move to Fulham. So let's start from Ben Leno. Let's go real quick to Ben Leno. Yep, Ben Leno. So we saw this report earlier in the day, about 7 hours ago. Exclusive news: Ben Leno verbal agreement with Fulham about a contract until 2025 plus 1 year optional. Now the clubs have to find an agreement. Arsenal demand around 10 to 11 million pounds transfer fee. Leno is desired number one of Fulham. He wants to join them. Blah 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 blah. You can tell. We know that Arsenal brought in a second choice goalkeeper, the American goalkeeper. His name just escaped my head a little bit. He's with him in Germany for the preseason tour. So we know Leno's time was up since last season initially. When we brought in Ramsdale and Leno was beginning to be was turned to a second choice, we knew his time was up because he wants to be first choice goalkeeper. We know to be part of the German national team, you have to be actively first choice for your club team. That's very important for you to make it into the German national team. Even though at the German national team level, he is not the number one. Manuel Neuer is the number one. But if he wants to be part of the World Cup squad for the German international team, he has to be playing actively. He has to be number one at his own club. But unfortunately, Asa cannot guarantee him this. He's not a bad goalkeeper. Let's get it straight. Ben Leno is not a bad goalkeeper. Unfortunately, these things happen in football. Most clubs, when they find a better option than what they have, they tend to go get it. As a big club for Arsenal, we want to get to the apex of football, the zenith of competing with the biggest boys in club football, the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool, the likes of Real Madrid. We need to get the best of the best. When you see a position that you can improve upon, you need to go for it. Unfortunately, we saw Aaron Ramsdale, an English protege, a very good goalkeeper, who seems to be better, who is more modern, who can use his feet, who is a good shot stopper too, can actually play football too. His distribution is more better than Ben Leno. Unfortunately, that happens. Ben Leno is a good shot stopper, but he is not modern enough for what Arsenal requires, and unfortunately, he needs to be dropped to the bench. He doesn't want to be on the bench, so he has to find a team that will take him and make him their number one. And Fulham are willing to make him their number one. Now it's down to Arsenal and Fulham to agree a fee. I just hope this will not drag too long. I think Arsenal and Fulham will be able to agree a fee. 10 to 11 million pounds should not be a stretch for a Premier League club. We know the money is in Premier League. Even though Fulham are coming from the Championship, I'm sure they have a lot of cash they'll be spending on other parts of their squad. And I think 10 to 11 million for a German international goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper. Let's not get this twisted. Leno is a very good goalkeeper. Unfortunately, at Arsenal level and where Arsenal is trying to go to, he doesn't cut it. Unfortunately, but for to the Fulham level, he would do well for them. And I think this deal shouldn't take too much time for it to be completed, in my opinion. It shouldn't take too much time. I hope this deal can get sorted as quick as possible and Leno can go to Fulham and do his thing. And I wish Ben Leno all the best. What do you guys think? Do you think 10 to 11 million is a fantastic deal, or you think that's too much? Because a lot of people are arguing that Arsenal do not know how to sell their players and maximize profit, like likes of Liverpool, likes of Manchester City. I beg to disagree because the success of the club affects how you sell your players. If Arsenal were thriving and winning trophies, it would be easier for us to get premium transfer fee for our players. But for unfortunately, Arsenal will be struggling. Aside from the FA Cup we won 2 years ago, we have not been at the zenith of football. We have not competed for the highest honors. We've not been in Champions League for 5-6 years. That's a long, long time to be out of that competition. So we are not winning the Premier League. We are not competing in the Champions League. We don't win the Europa Cup. Unfortunately, these things affect how other teams view your players. You can see likes of Torreira that we agreed a fee with Florentina, and Florentina backed out. These things affect. The more successful you are as a club, the more easier it is for you to actually maximize profit from selling some of your squad players or players you deem surplus to requirements. So it's part of the game. It's part of the game. It is what it is. Like I said, guys, Soccer with 304, do not forget to like the video. It's very important for the green. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. Please help me get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe to the channel and turn notification bell so when I drop this video, you can be well alerted. Let's go to the next story. We're going to talking about Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez. The bit of rumor regarding Lisandro Martinez we need to talk about. Give me a moment. Yes, let's look at this. Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez has never refused Arsenal. They are still in the race to signing. This is a quote from Fabrizio. Then there's a quote from Gaston Edo on TYC Sport. Lisandro Martinez chose to continue his career at Erik Ten Hag's Manchester United. He was a coach who made him stronger as a player, and Lisandro takes that into account in his decision. Now, we are hearing a bit of rumor that is a straight fight between Manchester United and Arsenal for Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez is a central defender by choice. He plays on the left side of the central defending unit. Is a very good player in my opinion. I watched a few clips of him. I know YouTube makes a lot of people look very good, but watching him, his technique, his aggressiveness, his tenaciousness, his movements, his pace, he looks like a good goalkeeper. Sorry, I thought I'm talking about goalkeeper. He looks like a very fantastic defender in my opinion. But the only thing is about his height. And we know the height is not the be and end all of defending, even though it's a very important component of a defender. Height is very important, but he's a good defender. His mobility is fantastic. His aggressiveness, his tenaciousness is good. His technique is exceptional. See, I don't care how YouTube makes you look. Those technique you see that I watched on a few clips of him, he is a very technical player. He plays for the Argentine national team. You know the Ajax team produces some amazing footballers. They produce total football. So he looks like a good player. Like I said, he has not played in the Premiership. He has been playing in Dutch league. He looks very good. Now, we know 3 weeks ago, Arsenal were reportedly the first people to bid for him. Then, mind you, all of a sudden, because they lost him on his teammate Timber, they want to get him. We know the relationship helps in football, regardless how you want to relegate that. Relationships are key components of part of transfers and football. We know how relationships help us to get Jesus over the line. We know the relationship to Edu and Arteta were key in getting Jesus from Manchester City to Arsenal. We know the likes of Spurs and Chelsea were interested, But the fact that the groundwork we put into that deal and the relationship between our coach, our technical director, and the player made it very easy. That was a major advantage for us getting Jesus over the line. Regarding Lisandro Martinez, this is going to be a very tough one, in my opinion. Very, very tough one because of relationship he has with the Man U manager, Ten Hag. We know Man U tends to want to pay a bit more. They like to spend more compared to Arsenal. And the fact that he is the former manager of Ajax and the player knows Ten Hag very well. Regardless of how Arteta and Edo will have sold the project to Lisandro, he might be enthusiastic. He might want to come to Arsenal he actually bought into the project. He was willing to come before Ten Hag and Manchester United threw their heart into the ring. So this is going to be a difficult one. If you ask my first personal opinion, I think Manchester United might nick this one because of personal relationship to the player. They might just nick it because of Ten Hag. But there's nothing possible. There's nothing suggesting he will 100% go to Manchester United. Arsenal, he might actually fall in love with the project. He might actually enjoy what we are trying to build at Arsenal and come to Arsenal. He might not want to go to Manchester United because of a bit of chaos or Ronaldo staying or not. So there is nothing guaranteed about this deal. Yes, he might not get a start. He might not get a starting bet because I don't think he's going to play ahead of fit Quarantini or a fit Gabriel, but he will get game time at Arsenal. That's guaranteed. But at Manchester United, he walks into their starting level because their defense, Maguire and Varane, have not been the best defenders. They're in shambles. So that might work against Arsenal because he is not guaranteed the starting bed. But Manchester United is guaranteed a starting bed. What do you guys think? Do you think we will go naked or Manchester United go naked? Leave it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this. Like I said, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video, is very important. Like I said, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Soccer Highway 304. Like the video, leave your comment in the comment section. Leave them brief and respectful. And I'll see you guys, like I said, in the next one. Au revoir.